Ever wonder where the laughter echoes from the streets of the 1960s? Cue in Car 54, Where Are You? A classic TV series that brought humor to the patrol car. Maybe you caught it on those old rabbit ear antennas or stumbled upon it during a late-night TV binge. When was the first time you tuned in? One of the gems of the show was a familiar face from classic Hollywood. The cast included a lineup of talented actors, but who stole your heart? Was it the charismatic officer or the one with a knack for comedic timing? Share your favorite classic Hollywood actor from the series. But hold on tight, because this ride down memory lane is filled with surprises, funny, shocking, and even a touch of sadness. There's a lot more coming up, so keep those eyes glued to the screen. Now we want to hear your stories. What's your most cherished memory or personal experience related to this TV series? Did it bring tears of laughter, or did it hit you right in the feels? Share your anecdotes in the comments below. So, who's ready for a trip back to the golden age of television? Buckle up, because this is a journey worth taking. And remember, your stories are just as important as the ones on the screen. Share away. The 1961 TV series Car 54, Where Are You? Stands out as a superb show, recognized as one of the truly funniest in television history. The characters are uniquely developed, each contributing their own brand of humor, reminiscent of the dynamic scene in shows like Seinfeld. Virtually every character plays a key role, avoiding the common pitfall of merely filling in gaps in the storyline. Some notable episodes showcase the eccentricities of the characters. For instance, Officer Muldoon, a shy bachelor, finds himself housing the Hollywood actress Teresa Tangiers, leading to amusing encounters. Another episode follows Officer Schnauser and his wife's quest for a real wedding, only to end with an unexpected twist at City Hall. The humor extends to discussions about Leo Schnauzer's childhood and the memorable Christmas present hunt for Captain Block. The show's charm lies in its ability to find humor in everyday situations, like Toody's attempt to become an expert by reading the encyclopedia. Beatrice Pons, who portrayed Toody's wife, delivered lines with impeccable comedic timing, such as the memorable, "You're not stupid, you just don't know too much." Despite its undeniable comedic brilliance, it's perplexing that the show only lasted a couple of seasons. Fans eagerly await its release on DVD to relish this timeless comedy classic in its entirety. As the wheels of time turned, so did the fate of Car 54, Where Are You? A series destined for more laughter had it continued. Picture this: if the show's journey hadn't halted, the theme song would have needed a tune-up. Idlewild Airport became John F. Kennedy International Airport in '63, and Khrushchev stepped aside for Brezhnev in '64. In the second season, a consistent presence echoed in the credits. Paul Reed, even when Captain Block stayed off-screen, snagged his acting credit, a testament to commitment. Fast forward to 2021, and the curtain fell on Bruce Kirby, leaving Hank Garrett as the last standing regular cast member. With his passing on January 24, 2021, a chapter closed, marking the end of an era. This TV gem, an unsung hero of humor, keeps revealing its layers. Officer Muldoon, the bashful bachelor, had Hollywood on his doorstep, hosting Teresa Tangiers for an episode filled with hilarity. Meanwhile, Officer Schnauzer's pursuit of a genuine wedding unraveled at City Hall, injecting unexpected twists into the script. The humor lingers in everyday moments, Toody's quest for knowledge through encyclopedias, or Beatrice Pons delivering unforgettable lines like, "You're not stupid, you just don't know too much." It's baffling. This comedic brilliance had only a fleeting presence on the small screen. Fans await the DVD release, yearning to relish the timeless comedy classic in its entirety. A snapshot of an era, a comedy trove frozen in time, ready to unleash laughs upon those who discover it anew. In the 1960s, Car 54, Where Are You? Stood out on TV for a unique detail. When filming outside in black and white, they painted the usually green parts of patrol cars red. This was to avoid confusing people in the local area. The show's catchy theme song captured the chaos of city life, mentioning things like a holdup in the Bronx and a traffic jam in Harlem. It became a famous intro to the funny adventures in each episode. A cool thing about the show was that it stuck to the real NYPD cars' colors of that time. Those cars had white roofs and trunks, green bodies, and black fenders. The TV series copied this design, except for the color of the fenders. These little details made the show's setting feel real, adding to the humor of the characters' antics. Car 54, Where Are You? Might not have lasted long on TV, but people still remember it. The red-painted patrol cars, the unforgettable theme song, and the nod to NYPD car colors all contribute to the show's lasting legacy. When you watch it again, you not only enjoy the funny moments, but also see the careful work that went into making this classic piece of TV history. Beatrice Pons, the wife of David Ross, who shared the same last name as her on-screen husband Joe E. Ross, brought humor to TV in two well-loved comedy series, The Phil Silver Show and our beloved 1961 sitcom. The funny connection between Pons and Joe E. Ross added a special charm to both shows, making them memorable classics. The funny scenes were shot at the Biograph Studios in the Bronx, New York, originally built in 1912 by American Mutascope and Biograph. Interestingly, this historic studio changed owners many times until it sadly burned down in 1980. Meanwhile, the outdoor scenes, giving a real Bronx vibe, were filmed in the City Island neighborhood, a choice that added to the show's realistic feel. In the black and white city of the 1960s, Car 54, Where Are You?, paid attention to details even with the patrol cars. To avoid confusion, the usually green parts of the cars were painted red during outdoor filming. This careful touch, along with the show's catchy theme song, connected with viewers. The song, talking about a holdup in the Bronx and a traffic jam in Harlem, set the stage for the funny adventures in each episode. While the series stuck to the actual colors of NYPD cars at the time, there was a purposeful change to the color of the fenders. These details, like the red-painted patrol cars, the real NYPD car design, and the theme song showing the chaos of city life, added to the special qualities of Car 54, Where Are You? As time went on, the fate of the show took unexpected turns. The passing of cast members and the changing world around it marked the end of an era. Yet, the unique details of the show, from red patrol cars to real city scenes, still linger in the memories of those who enjoyed its humor. A snapshot of a pastime, this classic TV gem still has the power to make people laugh when rediscovered today. In the early episodes of the TV series, Captain Block initially went by the name Paul, later transitioning to Martin. The show's theme song mentioned Idlewild, referring to Idlewild Airport in Queens, which later became John F. Kennedy International Airport in 1963. This change occurred a week after President Kennedy's assassination. Al Lewis and Fred Gwynne, key figures in the series, would later reunite in the Munsters. Over time, Car 54, Where Are You?, faced changes. Captain Block's evolving name reflected the fluidity of the show. The theme song's mention of Idlewild became a historical footnote after the airport's renaming in honor of JFK. In the second season, Paul Reed consistently appeared in the credits, showcasing commitment even when the captain stayed off-screen. The passing of Bruce Kirby in 2021 marked the end of an era, leaving Hank Garrett as the last standing regular cast member. Amidst the humor, the show maintained a commitment to realism. Filming outside in black and white, the patrol cars had their green parts painted red to avoid confusion in the local area. The catchy theme song, detailing chaos in the Bronx and Harlem, set the stage for each episode's funny adventures. The show adhered to the real NYPD cars' colors, maintaining authenticity. Despite its brief TV stint, the show left a lasting impression with red-painted patrol cars, a memorable theme song, and attention to detail. Beatrice Pons, wife of David Ross, added a unique charm to the series. Her connection with Joe E. Ross, sharing the same last name on and off-screen, resonated in two beloved comedy classics. Filmed at Biograph Studios in the Bronx and City Island, the series captured a real Bronx vibe, paying attention to details like red-painted patrol cars during outdoor scenes. These nuances, along with the theme song's depiction of city chaos, contributed to the show's special qualities. In the ever-changing TV landscape of the 1960s, Car 54, Where Are You?, stood out with its realistic portrayal and attention to detail. As time moves forward, the show's unique elements, from red patrol cars to real city scenes, linger in the memories of those who appreciate its humor, a classic TV gem frozen in time.